Hey you guys, so I'm over here just messing around with stuff. It's Saturday here. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually got to polish some nails or play with anything. And it's funny because all these nail goodies that I've been adding to the site, I haven't even got to play with for myself. And usually I love when I get nail mail. I even have the Young Nail Synergy Gel that I told you guys I was getting. I got it like a week ago, maybe over a week ago. It's still sitting in the box. It's upstairs. I've been busy. But, yeah, how's everyone doing? I think nail shops are opening here in Washington, like, in a couple days. So it'll be interesting to see how packed they are. I'm not going there, but be interesting to see what happens there. Yeah, anywho, I figured I would do some designing of some nails since it's been a while, and then talk to you guys about my top coat issue, because I was on video with you guys last week doing the unveiling of I was doing the unveiling of the new colors Chloe and Blew My Mind in my base coat, but I was supposed to have some top coat, and I actually had gotten the top coat. It's actually sitting in front of me right here. You see that top coat? I got my order in for those and they were terrible, like terrible. And so I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm selling this. It's not the samples that we agreed upon when I was doing testing. So I don't know what you want to do, how you want to send these back, but I'm not using this for my brand. It's not what I stand for, not what I paid for, not what I agreed upon. No way, Jose. So I had to go back and forth with them. It wasn't even a whole lot of back and forth. It was, you know, them trying to apologize and make it right. But because I've had so many issues before with little stuff, I just was like, you know, I've lost my confidence in you guys for doing this, because I already didn't like your product anyways. Like, I love the gel polish formula we use for my brand. It's amazing. But the top coat I never was happy with, and I had already told you guys that I was probably going to outsource something, just because their first ones they sent me, I don't even think I had asked for their samples, but they had sent me some with another order, and I had never said nothing to them because they were watery. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work for me. So they had sent another sample again, I didn't ask, and it was still watery. So I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So then they're like, yeah, we appreciate your feedback. Do you have tips on how we can improve? So I did a video to show them the different brands that I like. I think I told you guys the story. And then I showed them, you know, different ones I use and what I love about them and what their top coat could benefit from. Whatever. So she took down my feedback, ran back to the lab, and said, you know, give them another shot. So I said, okay, cool. So they came back to me, sent me out another formula. I'm like, yeah, I can rock with this. Let's do it. So they send out, or we do the order, and it was supposed to ship, which it did with my other stuff. And it was terrible, you guys. And what was sad was, if you heard me in the video, I probably sounded down. I probably sound down today, but I'm like sleepy. But I had just recorded the video, and I usually do my live swatches with you guys, and they're not live, but when I get an order in, the final like opening, like once it ships to me, I do the video with you guys. Like, I get the product in and I sit it in front of my desk, turn the camera on, and I talk to you guys, And I'm like, look what I have, guys. And then I open it up with you guys. So, when I was recording the video, I opened up the top coat. I was doing the Gucci nail. I was doing the, if you remember, the Chloe green with the Gucci foil. And yeah, I went in to top coat it, and the stuff was thick. It was like Elmer's paste. If you ever remember Elmer's paste, like with that brush, was that like rubber glue or something? It looked just like that. Like when you dipped into the thing and took it out, it was like stuck on your brush. It was like jelly. And I'm like, what in the world? Like on camera, I probably should have did a bloopers to show you what my reaction was when it happened. I was upset though. Tried not to let it ruin my whole day. But yeah, I was not happy, and I had to talk to them or whatever, and they wanted to make it right, but I'm like, no way, Jose. Because I'm like, you've been messing up other stuff. Like, if you remember, I had to do the hot nail summer. I sold my bottles for cheaper because the labels were lifting. And then, which I technically didn't have to, but I'm all about quality. I don't want to sell you guys any junk. So if I see something wrong, you know, it's something I'm going to try to fix it as fast as I can or as best as I can. Or I'm willing to wait until it does come out right. Or whatever. Look at that, you guys. That's almost perfect. So yeah, I was pretty upset because I'm like, you sent me lifted labels, which I had to sell. Then you sent me gray labels, which I told you I didn't like and I did not want. I had a message that was like, no way, those are ugly. Like, don't send me those. And you sent me those. You should have saw my expression like when that got sent last month. When I opened my delivery and saw the gray bottles, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? It might have been a different word than that, actually, if I could be honest with you. But I was upset. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to sell them as a collection. Even though you guys were supportive and still bought them. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was like, no way. Those aren't going on the market, at least not for full price. So they redid the labels. They had offered to give me free bottles, a couple of free bottles for my next order. So that's why I went with them again. And then, yeah, they sent me a really botched top coat that was nothing like what we went over. You guys, these foils are hard to do. I think even if you have good glue, they're not hard to do. The full ones, I love clear ones like these. Hold on, you see this, my Gucci one? I love the ones with the clear backgrounds. If you're new to foils, you'll probably want to try something like this so you don't get discouraged first, or the ones that you just put on and snatch off to make like a splotchy effect. But if you're doing the ones that are full cover, you really want a good glue and some patience. I'm using a good glue and I'm still having a little bit of an issue. Whatever, but it came out pretty good. Like that's nothing I can't put crystals on. It's not like I gotta start the whole nail over. So I'll probably just throw some little gems on that and call it a day. But yeah. Anywho. So I'm having issues with my supplier though, listening and following directions and being completely honest and transparent, because they're working on something in the lab for me right now, like a new project, and they weren't honest about something, their inventory or what they really had, because on their website they show this one product with a silver cap, and I'm like, ooh, that bottle looks good like that. So I'm like, yeah, I want that with the silver cap. Well, I didn't tell them that, but that's what I assumed I was getting because that's the picture, right? And then I asked them to do a mock-up to show me what the bottle would look like. The labels, you know, just show me a mock-up. I'm a visual person. So the designer did a little mock-up of what things were supposed to look like. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm using PYT. Well, Pretty Young Thing. It's not PYT. But yeah. So their designer did a mock-up of what things were supposed to look like. And it was beautiful. I was like, oh my God. I showed it to a couple people before I said yes. They're like, those are bomb. Get them. So I was all excited thinking I'm about to get this stuff. And then last night, she shows me a picture of the bottle with my label on it, but it has a different color lid. And I'm like, everything looks good, but what happened to the lids that were shown in the picture? She's like, yeah, we don't have those. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have them? You showed me that in the mock-up. That's what I fell in love with. Why don't you have them? She's like, that's just the designer's way of showing you what your bottle, like the label, was going to look like. She's like, we don't actually have the silver. And she's like, we'd have to order it, and it'd be, we'd have to do a minimum order of 10,000. And I'm like, what? You didn't say that. She's like, the only bottle I showed you in the one picture was a white lid. I said, yeah, but you not telling me you have nothing or don't have something is like the same as lying, like misleading me, you know? Because as like any other supplier I deal with, when they show me like a mock-up of what my product looks like, that's exactly what it comes out looking like. There's no surprise. It doesn't come out looking any different. So I was really like, and I'm like, and if they don't have something or it's extra, they might be like, oh, if you do want to do this bottle in the picture, it's going to be this much. But actually, they just show me what my stuff looks like all the time. And that's how I approve everything. They send me their proof and I'm like, okay. Or they'll mail me a sample. And what I see is what I pay for. Like, that's what I get. That's what arrives here. I haven't been having issues like that with my other suppliers. But this one, I don't know. We were starting good, and now I'm starting to feel like I have a bitter relationship with this one. It feels like an actual relationship. You know how like everything was good and then they start cheating on you or doing you wrong and lying to you, so you just lose trust? That's what I'm starting to feel like. I'm like, you know? So now I'm at a point where I've paid for this product, this new product that I'm working on, and they've got the labels printed, but these lids I hate. They look nothing like what we talked about. So I'm trying to figure out how much is 10,000 pieces, like for 10,000 lids, gonna cost, and is it something that maybe they can work with me and do a deposit on, and if they can actually store the lids too, because I don't want 10,000 lids sitting here, and that would mean I would have to put them on myself. So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, what I need to do or what needs to be done, because I'm not happy with it and I feel misled and I'm tired of it. Like, I'm like, it's one thing after another with you guys. It was happy at first and I was excited. Now I'm like, I don't even know if I want to work with you for my polish formula anymore. But I'm praying it'll work itself out. Maybe you guys pray too, that'll work itself out for me. It's not like I'm a rich person investing. I'm not even close to being rich, like, at all. So, but, you know, all my money is my money. There's no one sponsoring it or, you know, backing me. I put my own money into it, which I barely even had the extra to do. I just squeezed it out. I think it was during tax season, and I had a few little extra bucks and decided to go for it. So yeah, it's pretty much all my money on the line. So I'm getting irritated with all of this. Did I paint this? No. Cool. So anyhow, I feel like I'm not good with movies, so this is probably wrong. Don't laugh, but I feel like I think it's off of Friday, and maybe the guy Big Worm or Perm, whatever, where he's like, 2 things I don't play with, my money and my emotions, you know? And I feel like that right now with my supplier, where I'm like, you're playing and I don't have the time for it, you know, because money doesn't come like that. Whatever. One day I have hopes that things will take off or whatever, and I'll go big and, you know, be a huge brand out here with you guys' love and support and motivation. But yeah, I'm still new to the game, and I'm like, I don't have time for that. Even if I was like a rich person one day, I still wouldn't want to be messing around with money like that, you know? I wouldn't want to be wasting money on people playing with me. We're freestyling, you guys, so bear with me. I don't know if this will look right, but it's freestyle, so that's what we do. Just kind of play with it and see how it comes out. I haven't did nails in so long. Like, I feel like I'm losing my... I didn't want to lose my, you know, my thing. I think I'm going to freeze this in the lamp really quick. It's not sliding, but I'm scared it will. This is like a no wipe gym gel, you guys, and I'll tell you more about it soon. Actually, I'll tell you about it now. I'm working on a diamond like gel or whatever. I have been working on one. I won't say I am. It's past tense. I've been working on one and I kind of like it. It's no wipe, so you don't have to go over it again with top coat, which is kind of cool because a lot of them you have to paint a layer down and then go over it with top coat to kind of seal it in place. You definitely could, and it would like double reinforce it, but it's pretty decent without it. I've been playing around with it and I like it without it, and I just blinged out my toes with it. Well, I didn't bling out my toes, my daughter did. She did a really good job. I might have to show you guys a picture. But yeah. What are we gonna do with this? Should we do something fun with these chains? I'm addicted to doing chains. They're so fun. Like, they're just so fancy. I wonder if I should... No, I'm gonna do my top coat last. Or we'll find out what I should have did. Or I don't know. I should have used a different brush. I'm just using an old brush. I hate cleaning off gel. It's annoying. I'm trying to make sure it'll hug the gel though. Really good, so it's in there. But I always go over my chains anyways, so they don't fade. At least fade as quickly. I don't know where I got my chain. I want to say it could have been AliExpress. You guys, I know everyone loves AliExpress. I used to get my stuff off of there. I still will try to order there sometimes, but I'm having like longer delivery times. I ordered in April and I don't have my stuff that was supposed to be here in May. So I know a lot of you guys were talking about the foil. You found it on AliExpress, but I'd be curious to know how long you've been waiting for it, for those of you who did choose to order the designer foils through AliExpress. Also, keep in mind that a lot of those on AliExpress were only half the length that I was selling. So just put that out there. But at least you get a tracking number with mine that you can kind of follow with. Because I can never track on AliExpress, which annoys me. What do we think about that? That look good. Oh, I have my flash freeze. Are you guys using your X and X lamps? Or not X and X. Is that what it's called? XVX. Sorry. X and X might be something else. Oh my God. Yeah. XPX, they're still having issues shipping. A lot of people are affected by COVID in their factories and stuff. So, bear with them. Some of you guys are getting your stuff. It's just taking longer. But yeah. I don't know where my cutter is. Let's see if this will cut it. I usually have a jewelry cutter that cuts this stuff. Ugh. I don't know if this will do it. Oh, I found one. See, I want something like this. And I definitely use too much gel, but we'll talk about that another time. I'm just playing around with nails, give you guys some ideas of what to do with your new stuff that you're getting. Where is top coat? So yeah, I'm playing around with new top coats. I'm playing around with updating a couple things or whatever with my brand because I want it to be just amazing. And that's a part of any brand growing. You know, you kind of have to go through and make decisions, revamp, you know, until you get it right. I'm pretty sure some of your favorite brands have gone through some sort of changes or facelifts and, you know, just different things. And you also listen to your customers too, to see, you know, what they want and what they're looking for. So it works out. If you listen, to that feedback and evolve yourself. I said evolve yourself. I'm thinking like some caviar beads can go on the side, you know? Or should I? I love these golds. I think they're called like Aurum or something, or Arum. These Swarovski crystals. That's definitely not the same size. I'm just trying to find a way to cover the part that didn't get foil on it. It's like a cheat code. Look, and this is why you have your XVX lamp to freeze it in place. Bam. I feel like I missed some spots though. Oh well. So yeah, you guys are learning a lot though. I think through possibly starting a brand. At least you know that if you're getting into polish, labels can be an issue for you. Make sure you have clear communication and documentation of what you ask for. Don't ever assume anything. Even though it's still okay to assume something, because if someone sends you a mock-up of something, you're going to think that's what you're getting. Unless they tell you differently, so. But still get documentation of stuff. That's so lumpy right there. The gel spilt. I needed a different brush for that, but sometimes I put bling throughout this. I'm just not going to do that today. Or you could pierce, you know, like the nail hoops. That would be cute to pierce that. You could buy a nail piercing thing on Amazon. It's like a little wheel and it comes with a tool to pierce a nail. Ooh, this is cute, you guys. Look at that. You know what helps though, you guys? I did this on a clear nail. You would want like a base. I don't have anything this color yet. I would love to find something or create something around this color polish because I've been looking for this color polish for a while. But you want a base that kind of is similar to this to help out. But this nail, like, yes. I got this thing from AliExpress. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. These crystals, I generally only work with Swarovski crystals, and I purchased those from Fire Mountain Gem or Skyline Beads. Skyline Beads is in Texas, and typically they'll send an extra little free kit or free bag of Swarovski crystals. And they have a good price. And then Fire Mountain Gem, they're a good price too. They're out in Portland and I'm in Washington, so that's right by me. So, but either way though, surprisingly, with Skyline Beads in Texas, I still get my stuff in like 2 or 3 days. She ships pretty quick, or I don't know if it's a lady or not, but they ship pretty quick. And then not Sky Beads, Fire Mountain Gem, they may take like a day or 2 to ship. With COVID, they're taking a couple days. But for me, I still get it quick. Once they ship it, I'll get it in like a day or 2 since it's Portland. Look at that, you guys. It could be like, this could be the ring set. You could finish out a set and do all, what do you call that? All Fendi print. Or, there's this stuff, I don't know if you're familiar with it, called Vitro Gold Leaf. I don't know if it's labeled. Oh yeah, it says Gold Leaf right there, $272. It's from Vitro or Vetro. I think this would be really cute, maybe to have a gold nail with this gold. Let me show you what it looks like. It's all messy. Mine's almost gone. But see how pretty that is? It's like tiny little things. And like, it's almost like 1 coat coverage. But I still do too. But yeah. Something like this would be really cute. Or have you guys seen the Fendi with the Fila thing? You guys can like jazz it up and do that with it. But this is kind of bomb. And then this was a way to kind of cover. Well, not only did this make the design pop, but it was a way to cover up your imperfections. But you do want to get a matching background if you can. I don't know if I mentioned, I am working on a foil gel. So be on the lookout for that. That's actually what I used for this, and it did a pretty good job. And I think I showed you guys in another video what it did with the Gucci. So yeah, that's it, you guys. I just wanted to show you something cool, you know, and how you could play with your new foils. This is my first time playing with them, so you guys got to use them before me. But anywho, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys are safe and healthy. I hope those of you who are looking forward to returning back to doing nails are able to catch up, you know, and make a lot of money and get your clients back, or some new clients. And I will talk to you guys soon. I do have some more stuff coming on the site. I'll give you guys some updates soon, but I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.